Go, go, Andy, go, Andy, go, Andy, go, Andy, go, go. Yay!
Hey y'all, what's up? Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to another video on my channel. I appreciate you checking it out, taking the time to watch. I want to have another conversation. We've been having some conversations, and I want to have another one. So the other day I was randomly thinking about Tubi. And as I was thinking about Tubi, I was thinking about a particular movie that I watched. Subjectively, the movie was not for me, but just watching that movie and kind of thinking of a lot of things as a whole, I started to wonder, is Tubi and like Instagram and Zeus and some of these other things, are they the new Blaxploitation genre? Or are they closer to the new Minstrel Show? And so when I talk about this, I think one thing that we need to do is we need to understand that to a certain degree, and for what a lot of people think, the Minstrel Show and Blaxploitation never really ended. These genres just kind of evolved into different things. Because if you take Spike Lee's word for it, the Minstrel Show would be Tyler Perry. And I don't particularly agree with that, but I think it can be, you can ask the question, is Tyler Perry, you can start by asking the question, is Tyler Perry closer to a Minstrel Show? Is he closer to Blaxploitation, or has he evolved into something else? Because a lot of people, you could say, Tyler Perry kind of subverted and evolved a lot of the character tropes that were in the Minstrel Show. He kind of evolved the mulatto character into more kind of the downtrodden, either light skin, brown skin, or dark skin woman. Generally, they kind of erred on the side of more so like the light skin, brown skin women. So those kind of replaced the mulatto. The soldier trope was replaced by the kind of down on his luck, or the guy that typically wouldn't be looked at by women because of his circumstance. So that soldier trope from the minstrel shows was kind of subverted. And then he had the house Negro, the Uncle Tom was kind of evolved into his version of the evil husband, evil boyfriend, that character. And again, according to Spike Lee, and I think Spike Lee kind of made these distinctions, and he really said this about Tyler Perry, really because Spike Lee made Bamboozled, and he made more so high art, high brow black films, African American films. And I think you can even question, did Bamboozle escape a lot of the tropes that it was talking about, and it was trying to get out of? A very smart film, a very, I think it's one of Spike Lee's best films. It doesn't get a lot of the same recognition that his other films do, but I thought Bamboozle was a good film. But you can still question, does Spike Lee's films escape the tropes of minstrel shows? Maybe not really minstrels, but Blaxploitation. And so again, going back to Tyler Perry, I believe that Tyler Perry evolved into something else. So it's not a minstrel show. I'm not particularly a fan of Tyler Perry's movies or his stuff. There's some stuff that I like, but I'm not particularly a fan of it. But I wouldn't consider it a minstrel show, and I wouldn't even consider it Blaxploitation, because I think it evolved into something else. Because Tyler Perry basically created his own genre. You can kind of say he took little things here and there from everything, and not even purposely, but he ended up taking little things here and there, because a lot of his stuff is very much like Chitlin Circuit. A lot of his stuff is Chitlin Circuit, because it was very like small. He kind of took it from town to town, place to place. He built up his plays, and then he became something completely different. And there are some elements of Blaxploitation, and I would say elements as far as Tyler Perry gave a lot of people chances that wouldn't generally get those chances. Spike Lee did that as well. He gave people chances that wouldn't typically get chances. And he gave them roles. But not only that, Tyler Perry built an empire. So Tyler Perry has his own studio, one of the largest, my understanding is one of the largest studios in the world, and he employs a lot of people. So I would say that no matter how you feel about Tyler Perry, I would say that he evolved above what would be considered. I honestly, as much as again, I'm not a huge fan of his films, but I would never say Tyler Perry was Minstrel Show, and I would also say he evolved above kind of the blaxploitation, even the black genre, into something else. He built something completely different. Again, even if you look at Atlanta kind of alluded to a certain way of Tyler Perry being kind of minstrelly, kind of blaxploitation, kind of exploitive. But again, I think I think he evolved into something else. So then, kind of continuing that conversation, um, you can kind of look at one thing you can kind of look at, and I think something that has become the new and evolved minstrel show or even blaxploitation. I would lean more towards parts of it. I think it's kind of a combination of those two. Unfortunately, it's unfortunately a combination of the minstrel show, and it's a it also is a combination of blaxploitation. Because if you look at Tubi, like if you look at stuff like Tubi, BET, a lot of reality TV, All Black, Instagram, they combine a lot of both the good elements in which Black people are given opportunities, but they also combine a lot of the bad elements. Because if you look at some of the stuff that's on Zeus, it's kind of like, ugh, it's like I've never seen anything on Zeus, but a lot of it just looks very exploitive and it looks very minstrelly. Now you people are gonna do what they're gonna want to do because again, a lot of this is built off of reality TV, and reality TV often kind of portrayed us in not the best light. If you look at um, Flavor of Love, Flavor of Love was very minstrelly. Like you had Flavor Flav, who was a character, a kind of a character of your high antics out there, the way he looked, and that's nothing against Flavor Flav, but the way he looked, um, it was a little bit minstrelly, and then I'm pretty sure, no disrespect to the women, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the people would look at them as wenches to a certain degree, um, which is a typical character in a minstrel show, and the things that they did, the antics, very out there. But then again, at the same time, a lot of these reality shows gave people opportunities that they typically wouldn't have gotten in any other places. So again, it's black exploitation because you don't that if that genre doesn't exist, people don't get opportunities. They don't get opportunities that other people would typically get. Like you don't get Blackula, and I think without Blackula, you don't get a lot of the new age black horror and even the revitalization of black horror that Jordan Peele has kind of done and other directors have kind of done. And so it's sometimes it's necessary because I think one of the interesting things about the minstrel show and that a lot of people don't know is that there were actually black troops, black minstrel show troops, and it's kind of like they felt like they had to do it in order to be in that career. Um, but again, so and then if you look at Instagram, a lot of people would not get the same opportunities that others had and others would if not for Instagram. You see a lot of the comedians were able to put their skits on there. Their skits blew up and they were able to get acting roles. They were able to take it to the next level. But then again, there's also the minstrelly people who take advantage and people who kind of show the negative sides of black culture. Very minstrelly, you have a lot of Sambos, a lot of Uncle Toms. You have a lot of the soldier characters. You have a lot of the mulattoes or the bedwench characters that exist on on Instagram. And then if we go back to Tubi, again, I don't watch Tubi. I watched this one movie on Tubi, starring a reality TV star. And after the movie was done, I was like, yeah, I got to take a break. I can't watch it. So and I want to say that was maybe like last year in December, and I haven't really watched anything on Tubi since. But one of my homeboys, he suggests Tubi movies to me all the time. I am kind of looking to maybe open my heart and back to Tubi, see what's on there. I did see a clip from a movie where the lady, this light skinned lady who was, and for whatever reason she was in her bra and sweatpants, and she was arguing with, I guess, somebody that was her son, and she hit him in the head with a frying pan, and it was elite. It was top tier. Again, I'm not sure if I'm ready for it yet, but I'm willing to open my heart to Tubi again. So we'll see. But again, so Tubi, a lot of the movies that are on Tubi, they would not get the same shine if it wasn't for Tubi. So it's again, it's good. But then again, the question becomes, because I think one of the negatives about Blaxploitation is that a lot of times, yes, it was Black people getting roles and opportunities, but did they have ownership in those movies? Did Black people truly have ownership in those movies? Or was that genre being held and owned by other people? Because you could look at YouTube. YouTube used to have hood movies on it all the time. Tubi has a lot of hood movies, and it's good that these hood movies are getting opportunities. But who owns them? Who has the who is profiting more off of these movies? So that really, my question is: have Instagram, Tubi, All Black, Zeus, have these networks become the new Minstrel Show, the new Blaxploitation, or have they become something else? Are they evolving into something else like what Tyler Perry did? So that's the question that I wanted to pose and wanted to ask. Feel free to talk about it in the comments. Feel free to ask me about it. And yeah, I hope you check it out. I hope you continue to check out my channel. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you do enjoy the videos, feel free to subscribe. And I'm gonna have some more content coming. I'm going to try to continue to be consistent with the shorts and the long videos, and just have these conversations. Talk about stuff that I'm passionate about. So whether it's stuff like this or talking about manga, anime, Bleach, possibly, I'm gonna talk about stuff. Um, Maybe I'll find a lane and narrow stuff down, but I don't want to contain myself to just one thing. I'm not going to say I'm going to be a jack of all trades, but I do want to talk about a good amount of stuff. So again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you all are doing well, and I really appreciate everybody who watches my videos, comments, likes. Thank you. I am truly appreciative of you guys, and I hope you guys have a good one.